You are watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftacademy.com. www.netsoftacademy.com.
Welcome back. In this video, we will dive into conditional access, a powerful way to control who gets access to what in Azure, under which conditions. So that is more important. So let's get started. Now, conditional access is like a security guard at the door. It checks things like a user identity, a device you are getting in from, the location from where you are signing in, and risk level before granting access to you. So if the conditions are right, the access will be granted. Otherwise, you have to go through screening test. That can be your MFA, or that security guard may ask you to change your password or reset your password. Or you might be denied completely until and unless you meet the conditions. So in short, it's a policy-based control mechanism in Azure Entra ID. Think of it as if and then logic. Now, conditional access is used in many practical security scenarios. For example, you can block access from unsupported location. What if your company only operates in Canada and someone is in US or some other country? Well, because of compliance reason, you cannot allow that person to log in. If the condition policies are in place, the access will be denied. Or you may enforce MFA for admin roles. So if an administrator wants to access something very critical, well, that administrator better give multiple factors to get authenticated. Plus, you can also block legacy authentication, which might be compromised. So if someone is trying to get in using some legacy authentication model or method, access will be denied. Or your company just want you to use a compliant device. Means your laptop, your tablet must be up to date with all the security patches installed. If it is done, if your machine is up to date, condition policy will scan it and the access will be granted. Otherwise, denied. So this is conditional access policy. Well, a conditional access policy is also made of three main parts, just like any other policy. Those parts are assignments, condition, and control. Now, what are assignments? Assignment means who and what the policy applies to. Users, group, application, like what scope you apply the policy on. Then conditions. Well, conditions are like what device platform is allowed, what locations are allowed, what severity of sign-in risk or user risk is allowed. That is condition. And what are controls then? Well, control simply means, do you want to grant the permission or do you want to deny the permission? Or maybe, do you want to grant the permission but also put MFA or any other requirement with it? So these are your controls. So remember, assignments, your access scope, and control. You have to master all these three environments. Then we can actually go to our portal now and look how easy it is to apply condition policy. But remember, it is very easy to apply it, but it is very much critical to make sure to not lock yourself out. So if you apply a condition policy and include yourself in the scope, and now you are not meeting the condition, well, too bad. Now you are locked. All right, now let's go to the portal and apply a simple condition. All right, now let's check out how you can apply conditional access. So for that, you will go to Entra ID and then go at the very bottom of Manage tab and click on Security. So if you go to Manage tab again, here, Security, and then under Protect, you will click on Conditional Access. This is where you create your policies. So for that, click on Create New Policy. Give your policy a name. Then select on whom you want to apply this policy. So you click here. Now you have option. Do you want to include all the users or select a particular user? Remember, if you select all the user, you may lock yourself out. So be very careful creating your conditional access policy. Don't lock yourself out. You can also pinpoint a user. That is a guest user, maybe a directory role, or a user or user group. So let's say I click on user and type my name and select. And the user will be selected. In actual production, you should try to create groups for your users. Even if you have few users, create group and apply the policy on the group. Okay. The next thing is the target source. So what scope you want to set? Do you want to apply this policy on the whole Azure ecosystem or just a selected application or platform? So if you click on all resources, it will apply on all cloud applications. But if you say select resources, then you can edit filter. You can create your own filter or you can select the application. Let's say I want everyone to log into everything else normally, but when they want to log into 365, I want conditional access to trigger. So I'll select that, 365. Now, network. I can create safe networks as well as risky network boundaries as well. So over here, you can create boundaries. That is, any network or location, you're allowing everyone, or you're allowing all trusted network and location to access, all compliant network location, or you can also select the network or location in a custom way. The next important point is conditions. This is where the actual magic happens. So this is where you can create conditions for risky user, let's say. So what do you want it to be? High, medium, or low sensitivity? Then you have risky sign-in. Then you have insider risk as well. Now, all this is evaluated by Azure automatically. Then you have device platform, not cloud platform, device platform. Here you can choose that only, let's say, allow Windows to log in. If they log in from any other device platform, it will not work. So you can say that. Let's say Windows. Then you can say location as well. It's the same thing, which we saw here. Just that the location is now added separately too. Then you have client application. Here you can decide whether to allow through the browser, mobile application, or Exchange, ActiveSync, or synchronization clients, or other clients. I'll say browser. So once you create your condition, then you decide, do you want to grant access or block access? Plus, if you want to grant access, do you want to add more password authentication requirements or MFA? I can say, yes, you can still access your, let's say, the application, but you have to provide multi-factor authentication as well. Okay? Or you can say, not MFA, I want it to be, let's say, passwordless MFA. Or you can say require Microsoft Entra hybrid joint device. So your device must be domain joined. Or you can say require password change. Or you can totally deny it. So let's say I deny it. Select. Then, do you want to just evaluate your policy or you want to activate it? If you want to activate it, click on and click create. Oh, security default must be disabled. So that's a fail safe. I will go here and disable it. My organization is planning to use conditional access. Okay, now I can create the policy and apply it. All right, so the conditional access policy is now enabled, but on only my account. So I'm not actually compromising any other account here. All right, as you can see, one policy enabled. Now, I'm already logged in to Azure portal, but I applied the conditional access policy on Office 365. So let's try. If I can go to Intune. Yes, I can log in because I'm using a browser and I'm also on Windows platform. Let's try if I can go to Office 365. No, I cannot access it because there's a conditional access. If I'm getting through a browser and I'm on cloud platform, the condition was block the access. And as you can see, my conditional access is now working. What if I remove the conditional access? Go to Security, Conditional Access, and here you will click on Policies. Find the policy you created and which is also active. I will click on it and I'll say, nah, just delete it now. And it's gone. I just deleted it. So let's refresh and see if I can access. Not immediately, as you can see. So let's give it some time, maybe like 2 minutes. Refresh the page. I don't need Intune. Let's try again. Okay, I will pause the video for maybe 2-3 minutes and then we'll try. Okay, let's try again. And as you can see, now I can sign in, no issues, because the condition is removed. And that is how you apply conditional access policy. It's a very powerful security tool. But remember, when you will practice, don't lock yourself out. All right, now that wraps up this video. Well, this is how easy it is to apply conditional access, which can dramatically improve your organizational security posture. Simple policies can protect users without disrupting productivity. But remember, it's a very powerful tool. Again, don't lock yourself or other important member in your organization out. They will be pissed. All right, so now in the next video, we will explore multi-factor authentication and also a self-service password reset. That is MFA and SSPR. Until then, take care.
Thank you for watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftacademy.com. www.netsoftacademy.com.